DIYers, hey, what's going on, Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. We are talking laundry centers today, and in today's video, we are working on a GE electric version, and we're going to show you the proper and safe way on how to remove your water lines. Whether you are removing them for preparing the unit for pickup, or you just want them replaced, we're going to show you how to do that. Let's take a look. Making our way to our utility room, and in front of us is our washing machine and dryer, and in our case, we have a laundry center. Washer on bottom, dryer on top, and step number one, safety first always. Come up to the power cord and power block, and again, in our case being electric, we have a high voltage or different style electrical cord and block, as well as outlet. We are going to carefully unplug this, cut all electrical power to the system. And DIYers, don't just let the power cord and block just fall and smack the floor. Carefully rest it as shown there. And again, at this point, we have disconnected or cut all electrical power to the system. And you can inspect or check that or verify that there is no light illuminated on any of these areas here or status areas. Coming to the right of the unit, and there is our shutoff valve for both hot and cold, as well as our washing machine drain hose feeding into the plumbing. Next, what I did was grab a tool as shown here. Down below in the comments and description will be a link on where to purchase that. That will help in removing or loosening up and removing the fittings for the water lines. In addition, I've got a towel and a little container down there to catch any water that leaks out. Inside this panel right here, we will remove that because that is where you gain access to the opposite side or ends of the water lines. And not sure why you are removing or replacing your water lines, but if you are just removing them to shift the unit or appliance out of the enclosure to do other maintenance, you don't actually have to remove both sides of the water lines. This is probably the smartest area because you won't actually have to remove that panel, but we are going to show you both. And in our case, we have, again, a shutoff valve. It is currently on. We are going to shift it to the off configuration without putting too much pressure on any of these parts and damaging and creating a leak. That would not be good. It is now in the fully off configuration. Got the camera position. We are again going to remove this panel, and 2 Phillips screws in our case. We are going to loosen up and remove these. With the screws removed, the panel is still secured. You need to shift it up slightly, and that is going to basically free it up from the slots. And again, inside there are the opposite ends of the water lines. Let's take a closer look. And coming inside here, here's a close-up view of your control board and electrical wiring. And in the event that you ever need guidance or help on replacing your control board, whether your washer is not turning on, your dryer is not turning on, or your entire system is just malfunctioning, the cause is very likely a faulty and worn out or needing to be replaced control board. However, again, the opposite ends of the water lines feeding into the water inlets, and those go back and down as shown there, and come up and around the right side of the laundry center and feed into those connections or water shutoff valve housing. So I did want to show you that. However, we are going to remove these water line fittings first and feed them down near the towel and into the container so the water can drain out. Camera now in position, looking directly at the water shutoff valve housing and the water line fittings, and try to loosen them up by hand. You might be able to. However, if you can't, it may be easier to gain access or get a better grip of the fittings if you remove your drain hose. Carefully pull it up and out, as shown there. And I'm going to feed this down and inside that container down below, and hopefully it will stay in there. From here, again, just try it by hand. And neither of those are going to be friendly to remove by hand, so grabbing that tool and counterclockwise to loosen. And once you loosen them up with that tool, you may be able to loosen them by hand as shown here. DIYers, it is very common for the water to leak at that point. I am going to grab some paper towel and feed it underneath there. As shown there, nothing fancy. And again, just loosening and removing the fitting from the housing. And there's the water. You may find it easier just to loosen it just a little bit and allow that water to trickle out or drip out, as opposed to loosening the fitting and fully removing it and water pouring out. But in most cases, it will not pour out because, again, we've shut the water off. And there is the fitting. Inside here is a gasket or O-ring. We are now going to shift that down below and into the container. You can hear the water now feeding inside that container. Next, we will loosen and remove the additional fitting and water line. Not much leaking out on this one. There it goes. And again, the inside. And I will feed that down to the container. Take a step back, let's go down inside here to show you what I have done. And you can see again the drain hose as well as both water lines leaking and draining inside that container. And coming up here, coming in with the tool, and that one is loose. And in addition, it's very likely that water will leak here. However, not as likely as the opposite end, because if you look at this fitting here, it comes up and out of the water inlet. It makes a 90-degree angle turn and then directly down, where the water will be gravity fed down. However, I do have a paper towel readily accessible. I'm going to just let that sit there. They're completely removed. To a different camera angle, you can see again the opposite ends of the water lines. I am going to come and grab the back sides here. And DIYers, check that out. Both water lines, hot and cold, are fully removed from the system. And you can grab the brand new ones and reverse the steps. Do not over tighten the fittings. Hand tighten them first, followed by using that tool, and resecure them. However, ensure that your new fittings and O-rings and gaskets are properly set and not offset or crimped when you tighten them in place. Take a step back, and DIYers, again, all you have to do from here is reverse the steps and install the water line fittings to the proper connections or portions here. And I won't bore you with that in this video. We are going to wrap it up. However, we are actually preparing this for pickup. And again, we have very specific guidelines. And we have a few more things to do, including removing the dryer duct and pulling the entire washer and dryer or laundry center out of the enclosure there. And in the event that you ever have to do that, or even if you're interested, definitely check out the link scrolling above. We will also have it down below in the comment and description. And we are going to also have a brand new pad here to prevent water from leaking. In the event that it ever unfortunately leaks, that would not be good, but in the event that it does, whether it's a hose leak or a loose or warped fitting, water will gather or puddle in this area, and it will immediately tell us that we have an issue. And it will also not allow the water to leak into the floor. And even worse, into other portions of the home. We don't want water. So definitely check that out. From here, just a favor below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. And before we wrap the video up, again, just reverse the steps, followed by resecuring the panel with the 2 screws and plug the unit in. And we will also resecure our drain hose in the hole here and remove the container of water and towel. DIYers, hey, if you are still watching, we just took delivery of our brand new laundry center. Same thing basically, just 10 years newer, and we installed our seahorse magnet to the new one. And brand new water lines, both hot and cold, red and blue, brand new dryer duct. And again, if you want guidance on how to install those, definitely check out the link down below. Thanks again.